నేటి భవితకే భరోసా దూరదర్శన్ వేదికగా తెలంగాణ రాష్ట్ర ప్రభుత్వ సహకారాలే ఉండగా హాయిగా మన చదువులు షురు అదే డిజిటల్ గురు అదే డిజిటల్ గురు
Welcome student, I welcome you all to the beautiful session. Do you know what is cell? Cell is the basic unit of life. Today we will be learning of cell. At the end of the lesson you will be knowing about all living organisms are made up of cells. Cells were first observed by Robert Hooke. Robert Brown discovered nucleus. Students, to make the wall, what do you need? Yes, we need bricks, cement, sand. So, how is the wall made? All these are piled up one over the other. These bricks are joined one by one, and thereby we construct a wall. So many walls are joined together to make a house. Yes, similarly we see the cells also join together to form a living organism. Our earth is a beautiful place and you see a large variety of animals and plants in our surrounding. Students, in our surroundings, what are the animals we see? We see butterflies, dog, cat, rat, and also we see plants. Different types of plants we see. We see shrubs, herbs, and big trees also we see. Just imagine what are these all made up of? Yes, these are all made up of cells. So many cells constitute together to form an organism. So in this lesson, in detail, we will be learning about cells, basic unit of life. Here you can see some more pictures of the living things which are present around us: mosses, conifers, grasses. These are all the plants types which we see in all our surrounding. All these plants are made up of cells. Then some more animals you can see here: baby, dog, dolphins, and we also see some more plants here. So all these animals and plants are togetherly made up of large number of cells. Millions and billions of cells are joining together to form a single organism. Can you see the picture of a scientist here? What is his name? His name is Anthony van Leeuwenhoek. He is the first person to observe living bodies like bacteria, yeast, protozoa, red blood cells, etc. He observed many cells under the microscope. He is the one to give birth to the microbiology. He is called as father of microbiology. He studied more than 500 species under his microscope. Anthony van Leeuwenhoek, he is a modest man and he prepared several types of magnifying glasses on his own out of his curiosity. Here we can see, students, the microscope, the first microscope which he made for himself to study both living and non-living things. This is a compound microscope, student. This microscope is used in the present days to see the cell so that the cell can be enlarged many a times and we can see the cell properly. This microscope is used in hospitals and in the laboratories. Here, this is the electronic microscope, student. This is used bigger institutes like CCMA, NIN, ICRISAT. So all these bigger institutions and hospitals are using this electron microscope so that the cell can be enlarged more than 1000 times. Let us study in details the discovery of the cell. It was Robert Hooke, a British scientist. He observed thin slice of cork under a simple magnifying device in the year 1665. When he was working in his laboratory, he cut the slice of cork and he kept it under the magnifying glass, and he noticed that it is made up of small compartments. Here you can see the compartments which is observed by Hooke, and this is the microscope which was used in those days. He observed the cork cells which resemble the structure of honeycomb, consisting of many empty spaces. These cavities are called as cells. Cell is a Latin word which means little room. Cells of the cork were dead. Discovery of the cell was a milestone in the history of science. It gave birth to study of cell science. You can also see here the honeycomb, and you can see the compartment, student. Can you see the compartments? Yes, they are compartment, and in between here and there you can see the empty compartments which were observed by Robert Hooke. Let us do an experiment, student, and we will also confirm the cell. For this we take an onion and we observe onion peel cell under the microscope. For this we require material: watch glasses, onion pieces. We also take dropper, needle is required, the saffron in solution is used to add color to the cell. This is a glycerin solution which gives smoothness to the cell. And we also use distilled water. This is a cover slip which is used, and we also use the blotting paper, students, here, so that any excess liquid or any excess color can be removed. Procedure. First, we take 2 watch glasses. With the help of a dropper, take few drops of distilled water into the watch glass. Can you look at clearly, students? Yeah, you also can do this experiment at your home. Now we take few drops of safranin solution into another watch glass. We take more amount of safranin solution so that it can be colored properly. Now gently take the outer layer of the skin and with the help of needle take out the membrane from the inner side of the onion. Put this onion into the safranin solution and let it remain there for 30 seconds so that it gets colored properly. Now, with the help of a needle, transfer this membrane to water containing watch glass. Why do we move it to the water again? Because the safranin solution which is extra added to the cell can be removed and it gets washed off properly so that we can see the cells clearly. Now place this membrane over the glass slide. Take 2 or 3 drops of glycerin solution. Be careful, students, while doing this. Now transfer this onion peel from the watch glass and put it onto the glass slide. Spread it over with the help of a needle properly. Now take a cover slip. Put it onto the glass slide. Place it properly. Take care no air bubbles remain under the cover slip. You can use needle to move, but now the glass slide is ready. Excessive liquid can be removed by using the blotting paper. See how carefully we have to do this, otherwise the cover slip gets disturbed. So gently you have to remove the liquid which is present all around the cover slip. Tap it gently over the cover slip so that the air bubbles which were present inside can be removed. Now you can see how we can make a temporary slide of onion peel cell. Now this one is kept under the microscope. Okay, this was the onion cell which we observed in the experiment 1. Here you can notice a distinct cell wall is present for each cell. There are large number of cells and each cell is separated with each other by a cell wall. This cell wall helps plant to get protection from the changing environment. You can also see dark color nucleus in each cell. Now let us study about the nucleus. Here you can see the scientist, his name is Robert Brown. In the year 1831, Robert Brown, while observing epidermis of orchid leaves, he noticed a circular spot that was slightly more opaque than the surrounding areas. Brown called it as nucleus. Okay, now we do an experiment to observe nucleus in the cheek cells. Do you know where is the cheek? Yes. Now, to do this experiment, we require materials: watch glass, dropper, toothpick, cover slip, methylene blue solution, glycerin solution, needle, distilled water and a cover slip. Take a toothpick, gently scrape the inner side of your cheek. Be careful while scraping, otherwise you get hurt. Now take a watch glass, add few drops of methylene solution into this. With the help of a dropper, take few drops of water into the another watch glass. Now this cheek cell, put it into the methylene blue and let it stay there for a minute so that it gets stained and it gets color. Now gently transfer this into a watch glass containing water so that the excess color goes off. Now with the help of needle, transfer these cells onto the glass slide. Take 2 drops of glycerin solution onto the glass slide. With the help of needle, transfer this cells onto the glass slide. See that the cells do not get damaged. Now cover this slide with the cover slip. Place it gently over the slide and also be careful that the aid do not present under the cover slip. To remove that, we use needle and gently tap over it. Now remove the excess methylene blue solution by using a blotting paper. Now you can see the temporary slide of human cheek cell is ready, and we observe this under the microscope. Can you see a cheek cell here, students? Yeah, it is blue. It is blue because it has been added with the methylene solution. You can see a thin membrane is present around each cell and a dark body is present inside that that is a nucleus. Such types of nucleus was discovered by Robert Brown. Now let us define what is cell membrane. The boundary of a chick cell is called cell membrane. It gives shape to the cells and selectively allow substances to pass through it. Here you can very clearly notice in the picture the membrane. What is cell wall? In plants, there is another layer present over the cell membrane known as cell wall. This gives rigidity to the cell. Now, students, let us compare the animal cell and a plant cell. The animal cell is collected from the chick cell and plant cell is an onion cell. Now, let us compare. What is the difference you notice here? Yes, in the chick cell you don't find any cell wall. Whereas in an onion cell you find a thick cell wall because it has to protect itself from the rain, cold wind, breeze, etc. And you can clearly notice the nucleus is present in both chick cell as well as plant cells. Now let us define what is nucleus. A dense round body present at the center of the cell. Cytoplasm. What is cytoplasm, students? It is a jelly-like substance present between the nucleus and the cell membrane. We can see here very clearly in this picture cytoplasm. This is yellowish color which contains number of cell organelles. Here we can see ribosomes are floating in the cytoplasm and mitochondria is also observed, students. And we see nucleus is present at the center of the cytoplasm. Students, let us recall what all we have learned. Here you can see very clearly a thick wall is present around the cell which is called as cell wall. Yeah, inside the cell wall you can see a liquid. What do you call the liquid? It is a cytoplasm. And at the center of the cell you see a round structure. What do you call it? It is a nucleus. In this picture we can see other cell organelles as well like chromatin, nuclear pore, nuclear envelope, Golgi bodies, centrioles, cell coat, mitochondria, lysosome and many other cell organelles are present within the cell. Each organelle is assigned with a specific function. Mitochondria are called as powerhouse of the cell. It generates energy which we use for our day-to-day activities. So that is why it is called as powerhouse of the cell. Mitochondria is a double membrane structure. We also have another cell organelle called as cytoplasm. Chloroplasm. We also have another cell organelle called as chloroplast. Chloroplast is an organelle which is found only in the plant cell because chloroplast perform photosynthesis. It contains green color pigment called as chlorophyll. This chlorophyll can trap solar radiations and bind carbon dioxide to prepare food. And this is the function done by plant cell. Animal cell, we do not require chloroplast as we depend on other organisms and plants for the sake of food. So that is a major difference we have to notice between a plant cell and an animal cell. We also study about the nucleus here. Inside the nucleus you can see chromatin network is present. This chromatin network is nothing but the chromosome. Generally in the human there are 46 chromosomes, that is 23 pairs of chromosomes present. one set of chromosomes are acquired from mother and another set of chromosomes acquired from the father. So altogetherly 46 chromosomes are present inside the nucleus, and each chromosome contains a sequence of genes. So this we will study in detail when you class. What have we learned today? We have learned that every living organism is made up of small units called cells. Robert Hooke discovered cell. Yes, where did he discover cell? He discovered cell in the cork cell. How were they? They were like a compartment which were like that of honeycomb. Yes, Robert Brown observed dead cell, and with the discovery of this cell there is a science developed called as microbiology. Now Robert Brown, what did he discover, student? He discovered nucleus. Where is the nucleus present? Nucleus is present at the center of the cell. What is present inside the nucleus? Yes, genetic material is present inside the nucleus. That is, the chromosomes are present inside, and you also find genes which are responsible for the specific character. Now, we also observed onion peel cells and the human cheek cells. Can we differentiate between onion peel cell and the human cheek cell? What is an onion peel cell? It is an animal cell. What is the difference between a plant cell and an animal cell? Plant cell has cell wall. What is the function of the cell wall? Cell wall gives rigidity. This cell wall protects the plant from the heavy rain, wind, and even it protects the cell from the dry heat during summer. Whereas human cell doesn't require cell wall, or any animal cell doesn't require cell wall, because they move from one place to another place and take shelter under houses or dens or under the trees or in the nest. So they do not require cell wall. So that is the special character of plant. Now let us recall what we have learned. Here, improve your learning, students. Who discovered the cell for the first time? You have to write an answer for this. What are the uses of microscope? Yeah, microscope is used to enlarge the cell many a times. What is the difference between onion peel cell and the human cheek cell? How will you prepare a slide without drying quickly? So you have to write a procedure for preparing a slide. So what are the solution we use while preparing a slide can be written here. Students, you all can visit SCERT website and complete the worksheets, and you can submit them as your assignments. Thank you.